to come to the teams, and we talk about how strong the junior motorsport cars are now, and it seems like the Joe Gibbs cars are just a little bit behind right now, which is unusual because I think this the benchmark of the series consistently year after year has to be those Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas when it comes to the speed department. Obviously right now junior motorsports might have everyone covered, doesn't matter what type of track when they seem to right now. It reminds me of 2022 when the junior motorsports cars were really, really fast that season as well. And I will say, credit to them, they've got some great drivers between Connor Zillage, Justin Allgaier, the veteran, and even the one of Carson Waffle. I mean, he's had great races this year, and I expect him to be in victory lane here very shortly.
Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones racing for a spot behind Corey Day. That's 12.
If a caution were to come out, SVG thinks they'd be at advantage taking tires and putting on the fresh ones for the end of this race.
31 cars on the lead lap. Sign me up to watch him try to drive through that mess inside of what would be like 6 or 7 laps to go if the yellow were to fall.
Now, I'm not SVG, but I got sort of bad news from him. I did that exact thing last year. I pitted out the top 5 late in the race. Was able to get back to the top 10, but it gets seriously tough as you get late these races and to make up positions.
I just don't see enough tire fall off to make the difference. Even though he's complaining about grip, he's still, I mean, faster than everyone else on track.
Well, hey, we did have a restart late last week in Chicago. It involved these two on the front row. They had very different days because Zillage had to start in the back, but there they were, and there was the move. SVG taking it to the 88, and Zillage was the control car in that situation.
And I think really, since the top of the show, Connor learned a lesson. You know what Shane's willing to do and how badly he wants to win, whether it's against a teammate or someone else. It really doesn't matter. He wants to win these races. He, upended his life, came all the way around the other side of the world to be in Nascar to win races. And the opportunities in front of him he wants to get as he's trying to do right here. Even with those rear tires given up, as he said, he is getting right to that rear bumper of Connor Zillage. And I think this is also incredibly impressive by Connor Zillage at his age, to be in this position, to have this level of pressure, to have the team telling him he's got to save fuel, he's got to take care of the rear tires. They're paying attention to this car behind him, who's as one of the most experienced stock car road racers in the world, one of the most successful in the world, and he's barely made a single mistake.
Yeah, he has, and you can't overstate that enough, how difficult it is to hit your marks, hit those brake zones. And as we hear tires squeal getting into 11, guys, oh my gosh.
6 laps to go this time by. 7 laps to go this time by.
Oh yeah. And he's got it. We've talked about how you have to make these passes decisive. You don't want to ride this close too long, especially late in the race when you want to start pushing. You're just going to end up overheating those brakes, oversaturating the front end with heat.
This
might be it. Not quite there. Look for out of 10 into 11. Shane has been unbelievable through turn 10, and the way he uses more racetrack than anyone, and some actually. He's using some of the dirt lap after lap. Connor's been able to
a little bit as you talk about when to make the move when we're in a drafting track. You want to do it before we get the white flag, because once you get the white, the next flag ends the race. If you're waiting and waiting and waiting, caution comes out, it's over, and you miss your opportunity. We're a long way from that right now, but something to keep in mind as this plays out.
Yeah, it just back after that lap. It doesn't seem like the 9 can keep the gap closed up through the S's to make the move into 11. I think the 9 more corner speed through 4. I think 7 is going to be his best opportunity.
Hey, run him out of gas here.
Yeah, that's the other part of this scenario is fuel, right? I mean, what if one of them is to run out, or both of them, and the door could be open for one of those behind him. So Wallace, though, more than 9 seconds behind the top 2. Turn 11. Start-finish line.
All right, to go. That was a good exit 11 for us. 5 more right here.
5 remaining, and it was a good exit of 11. A little separation now for the 88 to 1.
I wonder,
the 88 got out of position and won.
Yeah, well, and I'm thinking that there's time, as Carson Quapple makes a move here on Austin Hill down to 11
for 9th.
extra space, and that gives the inside the leverage and the run. He makes that pass. What I was going to say is, when we see the 9 drop back at times, I have to wonder if he's just pulling things down a little bit. It's a great run there.
Down to turn 7. Zilic leading